See guys, please note down whatever written in this slide. Okay, I'll briefly explain you what is this. Okay, whenever you measure rainfall, okay, so for any watershed, you never know whether the available data that you're getting from the rain gauge station is optimum or not, or adequate or not. So that's why if you want to represent the rainfall of any given area, there should be optimal number of rain gauge station, or we can say it as adequate number of rain gauge stations. So uh, this optimal number of rain gauge stations can be calculated by this statistical method. Some of you may already been aware of some of the statistical methods or the statistical methods, but I will try to briefly explain you what the statistical method deals with. Okay. So these are the equations which will help you calculate the number of optimum rain gauge stations for any given area. Okay. So N is the number of rain gauge stations required. Okay. Like for example, there is a watershed. In the watershed, there are 10 rain gauge stations already available. But to calculate the correct value of rainfall for that watershed, you have to determine how many rain gauge stations are required. Okay. So the number of rain gauge stations that are required, total number of rain gauge stations that are required, N will be equals to CV divided by E whole square. Okay, CV is nothing but the coefficient of variation. I'll explain you what is this coefficient of variation and what are the values which are to be considered. Okay, E is representing the error within the rain gauge stations. Okay, and CV is representing the coefficient variance equation. So this is the coefficient of variance, and this is the equation for coefficient of variance. Okay, 100 multiplied by standard deviation divided by average of precipitation. Okay, so that will give you the coefficient of variance. Now the standard deviation is equals to root of this value pi minus p bar. Pi is representing the rainfall value of individual rain gauge stations. So the difference of value of rainfall from individual station minus of average of rainfall whole square, and you have to sum up all of that and divide it by m minus n. M is representing the number of stations already available. Okay, n is the number of stations that are required for a watershed, and m is the number of stations that are already available. Okay, so from this equation you will calculate how much is the standard deviation, and as you know how to calculate the average of precipitation. Okay, so this is the equation to calculate the average of precipitation. Anyway, we'll deal with this, okay, later. So what you do is that you quickly write down all these equations so that we can solve a problem on this. Okay, first what we'll do is we'll write down the problem that is given in this. Okay, then we'll solve the problems. Okay, yeah, you have to write down 1C problem. Okay, I'll quickly read the problem. You write down all the basic data that are required to solve the problem. Okay, we'll not waste much of the time in this. So I'll read this problem. This is 1C. Okay. Anyway, I'll send this question paper in your classroom also. From there also you can write on the problem if you want. Right now what we'll do is we'll quickly read the problem that is given to you, and we'll note down all the data, and we'll try to solve it. Okay. So this is first question and number C. Okay. Let's read the question. What is given to you? The average annual rainfall in centimeter at four existing rain gauge stations in the basin are 105, 79, 70, and 66. Okay, so four rain gauge stations are there, and we have average annual rainfall in all of those basins, which is 105, 79, 70, 66. Now see here, this average annual rainfall means what? This is the average rainfall in individual basins. 105 is the average rainfall annually for that basin. Okay, do not get confused with average precipitation. Anyway, I'll explain that later also. If the average depth of rainfall over the basin is to be estimated within 10 percentage error, determine the additional number of gauges required. Okay, so this is the problem that is given to you. You quickly write down like this. Okay, now see here what I have written in this. I hope these values are visible to you. Okay, see here, this is the PI value. PI means all the individual values that we have. So we have four engage stations, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so in first column, you can write serial number also. That will give you the number of rain stations that we have. We have four number of rain stations, and you write down what is the value of average annual rainfall in all the four rain stations. So the first one is 105, the second one is 79, the third one is 70, and the fourth one is 66. Okay. Once you write down both this column, next what we'll do is we'll calculate this, which is PI minus average of P. Here I have not mentioned as P bar. P bar is nothing but the average of rainfall. Okay. Now see here. P average of P is nothing but P bar itself from the equation that you already have written. Okay. So what I do is that I'll take the average of all these four values and I write it here. Okay. So P bar is 80. Average of all these four rainfall values is 80. Okay. Next column that I do right here is the PI. This is the PI value, the rainfall at individual station minus of average of rainfall. Okay. So that's how I did. So 105 minus 80 will give you 25. Similarly, 79 minus 80 minus 1. And similarly for third and fourth station also we are done. Okay. So this column represents PI minus average of rainfall. Average of rainfall. Okay. Next, square of column C. So square of column. Okay, now see, I need to determine what is PI minus PI minus P bar whole square, right? So I have already calculated a column which is PI minus P bar. Now I am calculating another column which is PI minus P bar whole square. Okay, so this is that column, right? Next, what I do is that I'll take the sum of all these values, sum of Pi minus Pi P bar whole square. Okay, so I taken the sum of this, and from that I calculated what is the standard deviation. Please look at this equation. I'll try to show you. Okay, so I hope this is visible to you here over here. Uh, this is the equation that I have written in my Excel. Okay, and you can calculate using this equation. See here, this is square root of summation of Pi minus P bar whole square. So what is summation of Pi minus P bar whole square? This is 922. Okay, so 922 is the summation of Pi minus Pi bar. Okay, this value should be divided by m minus 1. M is how much? 4. Number of ring stations that are already available is 4. So 922 minus of 4, uh, whatever the value that you get, you should take the root of that. If you take the root of that, you will get to know how much is the standard deviation. Once you calculate the standard deviation, again we'll use the equation for coefficient of variance, which is 100 minus C here. You can see in this. Okay, 100 multiplied by standard deviation divided by average of rainfall. Average of rainfall is 80. Like this, we calculate the coefficient of variance. Next is that we need to calculate the adequate number of rain gauge stations. So the adequate number of rain gauge stations is calculated by CV divided by E. I already have written here E from the given data, which is 10 percentage. So standard coefficient of variance divided by 10, which is E value. Okay, and square of that will give you the number of rain gauge stations required. Okay, so this is how we calculate the number of rain gauge stations required. Now what you do is that you try to solve this at your home uh, in your notes. Okay, a similar kind of problem is also there. I'll try to show you that. Okay, now see here, this is another problem. As you can read again this first question C. So average annual rainfall of 5 rain gauge stations in a basin is 89, 68, 54, 45, 41, and 55 centimeter. If the error in the estimation of basin rainfall should not exceed 10 percentage, how many additional rain gauge stations should be installed in the basin? So this is quite similar to the problem that we solved earlier. Okay, that I explained earlier. Okay, so what you must do is that you take the question paper, which I'm going to upload in the classroom, and you try to solve it. Okay. Now, if you have any doubt in this, you ask me, and I'll give you 5 minutes to just verify all the values that I calculated in this. Okay. So quickly, you note down this problem. You try to solve these values and tell me the standard deviation, coefficient of variation, and number of rain gauge stations required. Okay. Uh, I'll give you 5 minutes. Please start solving.